Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Nerd channel. My view of business and everything nerdy is a whole new tea. Yeah, I'm still trying new. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of like it, but anyway. Let's get ready. Let's get down to business. Yeah, I've talked a lot about writing and dating and the combination because we write from what we know, our experiences, or our research, or what do we observe, or what we wish. And I'm probably going to talk about the whole genre of what I wish because a lot of people tell me, well, a lot of people who have heard of what my novels are about, they tell me that they won't read it because I am going to put the hardship of disability dating, and they want me to have the happily ever after. Because even with one of my children's books, or my first one, I'm different, you're different, we're all different. My first book reviewer, I got 4 stars, but she said that she didn't like how my pictures were happy, but the message was sad. And part of me is just like, while you live with a disability, it's sad, but sometimes you're gonna be happy. You're gonna have happy moments. You're gonna make the best out of it. Kind of like, when you get lemonade, or when you get lemons, you make lemonade. I should know that by heart with my life and trying to grow lemons and things, but I don't know. It's just people tell me they won't read the reality of what I go through, but I don't want the fake fairy tale of it. Like, oh, this young woman has a disability and she has a business, and like, first, she goes through a little blah 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 blah, but at the end, he proposes and they're gonna get married and happily ever. No, no. Mm. For a lot of us, that's not, especially females with disabilities. That's not the that's not the case. So, but anyway, anyways, check out my Patreon. I talk a lot about dating nightmares, the politics, and because a lot of people don't want politics in their novels, and mine has so much, so yeah, they won't like my stories. But while working on my novels and my candles and my greeting cards, I'm gonna need to work on the marketing. Yeah. So, this episode is gonna be kind of diving into some of my thoughts, and especially the planning, because, I have to work on my goals, and I have to work on the goals in a particular order for everything to run smoothly, including the website. I only touch the website once or twice for like 15 minutes to a half hour each. After that one day where I spent like, I think 3 or 4 hours, I think it was 3 or 4. All I know is that, no, actually, I think it was closer to 5 hours. But either way, I did more in one night than my ex did in 5 or 6 months. Yeah. He really, yeah. But okay, because now I have to start thinking about when I start marketing. And I know some people are going to be like, wholesale? You haven't even gotten a sale. Yes, but if I have a vision and I'm planning on who I'm going to sell to, who's my demographic. Okay, so which stores are marketing to my demographic? Because yes, I am at step 1 or even step -2 or whatever. But for me to look at the long haul, I have to, like, when I think about my people, my person, my target, my demographic, I have to think of it in all scopes because, like right now, or even earlier today, I have to think what is going to be my theme for photographs because when someone looks at my photographs, I want them to know, oh, that's yeah, that's that I know that company. I know that business. Because even when you look at Prada and Coach and things, like a lot of times, like once someone looks, even how they pose or their makeup, it has a spark, it has a culture of its own. And so while I work on the website, I want the photographs to kind of have that same aura. So, and I'm figuring out how to make and I know I can just use Shopify and blah, blah. Yeah. If I bought something in the lifetime, blah, oh, I'm using it. And I bought Groove Funnel, the lifetime. Yeah. So I'm like, I got this. I'm using it. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah. I'm gonna like I'm learning, so I have to remember that I'm learning how to use it. I also have another package that's really old, and I'm kind of wondering when they are going to update. Yeah, because stores online. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So anyway, I have both of those packages. So I kind of have a game plan of how yeah, since I bought it, I'm going to use stores online. So I kind of have a game plan of using stores online as my blog because I'm going to try to start a blog when it comes to different topics with either my candles and my writing and events and things like that. And like the storefront and everything is going to be Groove Funnel. And so that's the game plan. And like even the colors, trying to make sure it's not going to be colors everywhere. But I think I know, like, I've been looking at colors, comparing them, even looking up their color code, like, because every single color has the number thing where you type it in, and because that color, you know what I'm talking about. But so trying to make sure I pick those so that in one of the many Excel sheets that I created, I can put those colors in there. Then there is another part for the colors for candles because I want my candles to be a specific color. And so picking out those colors and making sure that I know what color code it is on the computer, but then also writing down the color recipe that would make that color so that each time I make that candle and color the candle, they're gonna look the same each time or at least close to the same because yeah, I'm not that great at so that's another thing, making sure I create very good descriptive recipes because I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. Yeah. It's like I knew there was a lot of science and stuff and thought involved with candles, and I worked at Yankee Candle. I think it was a holiday job. Yeah, because I think I was still kind of a beginner with promotional modeling back in those days. So I worked promos, but then over the holidays, yeah, yeah, that's how I did. Yeah, yeah, I worked at Bath and Body Works too, but that's an interesting story, especially now that I know that I'm diagnosed with a disability. Yeah, yeah, I've got a story. Oh, I've got a story. But, okay, so I'm going to be trying to think and figure out because I did try to contact two photographers that are my so called friends on Facebook. And just like I don't know, so many people still think I'm lying about my disability. They want nothing to do with me. And with a lot of businesses, it's who you know, not what you know. Well, almost every who that I know, they still think I'm a liar. So this is gonna get interesting. Yeah. But at the same time, some of them, they're probably gonna ask me for the test results. They're gonna, and for me, I'm like, I shouldn't have to. It's like after everything I've been through, and you still think I'm lying. All right. But if they go to my sister and my sister tells them, then they'll believe. Okay, but yeah, that I'm getting into like gray sheep territory. Go check out the other channel for the gray sheep episodes. So, so now we know website, photography, image. Also, also have to think about how Gen Z, because I don't want Gen Z to look at my candles and think, oh, boomer, blah, 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 Or I was like, what would they call millennial? Like, because, yeah, we're grown, but I mean, it's like when we get out of the bed, we got to be careful now, but, you know? Anyway, time goes by so fast. If you have a goal, if so many people told you you're too old, or people with this nationality and don't do that or do this, or it's like you're gonna fail or you better quit, or I don't believe in you. I've had people who like, yeah, yeah, back to my gray sheep episode. Yeah, when I told my mom I got into grad school, her response, I don't swear often, so don't think I'm a swearer, but she literally said, why in the HE double hockey sticks did you do that for? And then she ended up yelling at me for over an hour and a half. I will never forget that night. I will never forget that night. But it gave me fuel. And everything that my mom said I wasn't allowed or I would fail at or I would never achieve and do, either I accomplished or I'm working on right now. And so, for any listener who thinks that they cannot do it, as soon as I gain a little confidence with my appearance and looks, I plan on doing lives. And I figured out, I said they're nerdy things, but this is the nerd channel. I am going to be getting Legos like kits, doing lives, putting those together while talking to you guys. And also when I do the premiere of my candle collection, I I'm kind of thinking, ooh, it'd be really cute if I do it like a catwalk with each candle and stuff like that. So I'm kind of thinking of doing kind of like the Victoria's Secret model kind of thing. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I will figure that out. And yeah, that was one idea that I was going to tell my ex, Mr. Spider, but he broke up with me. So yeah, so this is going to be an adventure. And I'm going to start talking to people. Because that's another goal. I need to, well, I'm still in the middle of some stuff with my disability. And I've been working out every day now. I've lifted weights earlier and I'm going to lift more. And I'm going to get my steps in. But yeah, that's one thing that I've been working on because, yeah, a lot of people kept telling me what I can't do. And then sometimes I try to do it, but then I learn from mistakes because, yeah, I do have a disability. There's some things I'm going to have to do differently or slowly or adapt or figure out alternatives. And so, for like, yeah, this is one of those episodes where, yes, somebody might need it. Somebody might be giving up on themselves, or they might be thinking of throwing something away or quitting or whatever because they're hearing a lot of that negative. Get out of the negative. Trust me, I've been through so much negative. I have. Yeah, I've dug myself out of so much hate and disgust and discouragement. I'm nowhere near perfect. Trust me, babies. Trust me. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. So, okay, but back to the goals, back to the plan, because there's so much I need to do. Because even with the photos, I need, I know there's those kits where you can turn your cell phone into at least a good enough camera to take decent pictures. So I'm thinking of doing that. I'm not gonna buy it yet because yeah, with my budget, I was like, you know what? Let me wait until my next, paycheck. Like, let me wait until I get that next check. Then I can get buy the wicks because I had to buy another ingredient for the business, and so that's gonna take at least about a week and a half. That's how long it took the last batch of wicks. But like I said, I'm trying to get my credit, like, that credit score. Yeah, I've worked hard on it. So, yeah. Anyway, and I know it's going to go through ups and downs and everything, but okay. So now you guys see that I am, because, yeah, I'm still trying to paint the picture of who exactly is my demographic. Because as of now, I know it's political. It's very political. And some people are going to be like, no, no, no. Business is like no, like the bars. Don't be religious. Don't talk politics. Don't talk like. A lot of people are being religious lately. And politically, they're trying to choke us down with religion lately. So all the rules they're breaking, I'm breaking my own. So yeah, let's just say if you're a Democrat, progressive, liberal, anyone on the left, I got you. I got you. Either you're going to have a little giggle or a laugh, or you're going to be shocked with some of the items that I'm going to be providing and having. And then, especially with the greeting cards, my sense of humor is dark and kinky and fun. So, yeah, I'm very much on the left. So, yeah, yeah. If you're moderately on the left, you might be able to chill, you might be able to hang and everything like that. But yeah, if you're on the right, yeah, you're not gonna like my products. I know this. You know this. And some people on the right might even buy my products just so they can give it 1 stars. And I've seen it done with other companies. And yeah, yeah, just to try to be mean, just because they want to make sure that other people see their comments or their weight rating and be like, oh, if they didn't like it, then I won't like it, and I'm not gonna. Yeah. Mm-mm. Oh well, if someone calls somebody the N word, yeah. Oh yeah, there's been some racism with some of these companies. That's what I'm like. Hey, it's like, yeah, that's a different story in my opinion. If you don't like it, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So, but yeah, oh, that LGBTQ plus community. Yeah, it's like I got you guys. I have some just dedicated for your community and stuff. And also, like, when it comes to, oh, the awful demon of cancer and other like diseases that are, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, when it comes to my candles, I'm gonna be talking politics and trying to get deep into like the into areas where most don't go. So yeah, and my mixtures are gonna be, I'll say, pretty complex. I'm not gonna say the most complex because some of these perfumes and some of these formulas, yeah, they probably beat me, but I have a special type of theme with all my candles that I hope allows people to feel invited in so many different types of communities. but you'll hear more about that later. So, okay. So now you know I'm trying to paint the image of my demographic and then also picture and align my website with the photographs of them because with the photos, I want to make the PR. And yeah, remember, it's like well, I'm going to write up the PR, but then I'm going to send it probably to somebody. Oh, like I'm debating. Can I trust someone on Fiverr? Because I've already had people like disappoint me and scam me on Fiverr. Like I've had over 4 or 5 people scam me on Fiverr to a point where the other channel, part of me is like, should I just start it over? And if I start it over, does that mean I could just take those episodes and like, yeah, because I worked really hard, literally almost 800 episodes, literally almost 800 episodes. So, yeah, a lot to think about. See, I have a lot to think about. But yeah, so I'm going to get the PR and everything to send off. And I want to start creating the layout for wholesale. And yes, I know I haven't even had a sale yet, but I've been working really hard on the formulas, on the display, with the late, just the look and the ambiance and everything like that. And so to me, I'm like, big go home. And I got my MBA for a reason. I have helped other companies like with project management and like marketing ideas and everything. So for me, I'm just like, baby girl, you got this. Use what you learned, use what you went to school for. It's like applied anthropology, business, like with a concentration in business and cultural anthropology. You got this. MBA, internet marketing. You got this. You literally taught about 20 college classes on this. And sometimes your students come up to you with their business ideas. Then you talk to them, like, and I still have students emailing me, oh, I just had one from the university. Look at my LinkedIn profile a couple days ago. I would say their name because this student, after the semester was over, right around, like, actually, I think it was the day after Christmas, the day before or after Christmas, he decided to email me pictures of him nude. He showed me everything. Everything. Yeah, I will tell that story on the other channel. But yeah, I I'm still, yeah. But yeah, I have quite a few students who either try, because now dating apps, I had to stop on one dating app because I kept running into past students, and I'm just like, what the actual? Mm. And yeah, okay, I'll talk about that in another episode on the other channel. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Okay, but other things I need to figure out, who am I going to mail out samples to? Because I need to, and I need to find mini vessels so that I can start sending them off. But I know I should probably start small. There are some people I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I like with some of my role models, I need to mail some of my role models and with one of my greeting cards to make sure they know how much they mean to me and what they've done for my life. And especially like Stephen Colbert, he was at the top of my list. You do not know how upset I was with the cents, the 2 or 3 cents, because yeah, he's probably gonna get three, because him and his wife, they're adorable too. So there's a special third one I'm thinking of sending. But when I was down and out and I couldn't walk anymore, I was in so much pain. Like doctors were trying to give me steroids. They were trying, like, they were like just question marks. They were just like, I've never seen this. I don't know what's going on. This is, and I would just be crying in bed. because I was in so much pain and no one had any answers for me. No one had any answers. And so watching him on YouTube, like the reruns and his laughter and oh my gosh, his holiday. I I hope he still does his holiday episodes. I'm like I already missed them. I might even watch them this week. Yes, I know it's not Easter. Oh, the Easter one was funny, but the Christmas ones and the Easter ones, and then our cartoon president, he doesn't know how much he helped me. I was in so much pain. I needed the laughter so much. So yeah, he's at the top of my list. And then Whoopi Goldberg, like with all of the negativity she grew up with as an actress, as a comedian, she's artistic. She's a EGOT. I think she's number 10 or 11 of EGOT winners. She's so extraordinary. And the way she speaks up on The View and makes sure that people say, like realize, don't forget the black population. It's like your perspective, like, and I know it's like your view and everything is going to be different, but so many people refuse to open up and learn from other people than themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I write the novels, but I want to write not the fairy tale versions because I want people to know and understand. I want them to like be able to be empathetic and understand. Like they don't have to fully understand, but I want them to understand enough to the point where they're like they can still disagree, but they can understand why those two people disagree. If not, sorry, but but yeah, she like those are my top two people. And I've been doing research and I have a list of people who are candle reviewers and or home decor reviewers and things like that. And so I'm making it list, checking it twice. I'm not seeing her or anything, but it's like I gotta make sure their channels aren't naughty. I gotta make like not naughty, but I need to make sure it's nice for me and everything and or their demographic. Yeah, because I need to check out their shows, listen to them, and I need to study their demographic and see if it's a match for my products. And yeah, so that kind. Because I want to make sure everything comes together. And it would be pathetic of me if I just send it to anybody and next thing you know, they are Republican and most of their reviewers are Republican. It's like, I'm sending it right to the people who will end up giving me 1 star because I didn't mark it right. So yeah, I got a lot of but first, the main focus is website and applying for grants, which I'm so nervous and scared of. So yes, I am procrastinating on that. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I am really working really hard. Yeah, uploading more episodes with YouTube. It's like I haven't missed a day, but yeah, on this channel, I need to start recording ahead and stuff. So, and I'm gonna order the Wix. Cause yeah, I think that one of the last episodes I said I did is like I had the page ready. I had the order set and ready. All I had to do was press. But then I was like, you know what? Let's work on like yeah, I'm trying to start a business. Yes, this could be amazing and make money and everything, but I need to be responsible. I need to make sure I look at my funds and look at my future. So, because especially with the economy we got because of politics and stuff like that, yet we literally have Republicans saying, "Oh, I'm running out of time." But yeah, anyways, one of them is literally saying more people are using credit cards. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Okay, well, I'll talk more later. Bye. Take care. And don't give up.